My lords and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to join you this afternoon. It is indeed a privilege to have an opportunity to speak to you on a subject which is very close to my heart. And I would like to start by expressing my sincere thanks to the Mankind Welfare Trust for extending this invitation to me. Today, listening to Pir Sahib's son and daughter, one could say from a great distance that this is the chip of the old block. And as a matter of fact, I mean, they really represent true Islam. Because their presence here itself, and looking at them and talking, proves that that is what we need to prove as far as Islam is concerned. Now, 2 minutes will not give me enough time to express my sincere thanks to Pir Sahib, who happens to be a very close friend of mine as well, my brother. But I'd like to raise 5 questions for you, ladies and gentlemen, and I would like Lord Bishop and representative from not representative, probably might be the wrong word, but my brother on my left and my right, who will represent the Christianity and Judaism as such. There are 5 questions which I wanted to raise for all of you to know. First of all, there is no doubt, ladies and gentlemen, that Britain is a multi-religious, multicultural, multilingual society. I can narrate numerous examples of religious coexistence within the United Kingdom. But do they, and that's the question, but do they really give us the religious harmony we are talking about today? It might not be, and I'll come to it why not. So that is a food for thought as far as you are concerned. Religious harmony starts somewhere, but where does it end up, and that's what we have to do. One example in this area I'll give you, that Britain is a country where everybody is treated equally, and very proud of him. I've been a member of the judicial process in this country as well, other than many other things that I have done. But ladies and gentlemen, it is quite sad that in England there is no law to outlaw religious discrimination when it comes to Islam. So what we have to think very carefully what happens is, Church of England of course is protected by that, but no one else is protected. Even the Jews are not protected. So the question at the end of the day is that if you're talking about religious tolerance and we're talking about religious equality, and we are British citizens, very proud of that, and we are Muslims, and Muslims are part of the United Kingdom, so where is that law to outlaw religious discrimination? Lord Bishop, there might be a case, as a matter of fact, that we should take that particular protection which is given to Christianity under the law should be taken out as well, then we are all equal. Number 2, ladies and gentlemen, it is no secret that Islam is being demonized within Europe. I don't need to give you examples of that, you know very well. And it's demonized by those who have very little or no knowledge of religion at all. But nevertheless, they are the opinion makers in this country. So how do we deal particularly those people? For that, we will have to go to the religious leader of other religions as well and make sure that they understand us as well, so they do a little more than what is normally said. So that is what we do, so ensure that Islam is understood by opinion makers. Of course, Muslims have got a lot of work to do in this particular area, but I'm not coming in my 2 minutes to give you the precise formula of how to do it. But the important thing is, how do we promote, that's my 3rd point, how do we promote comparative religion or learning of comparative religion? I am a Muslim, alhamdulillah, and I'll say Islam is the best religion on this earth. Christian will say the same, a Jew will say the same thing, and other religions will precisely say the same thing. How do we actually prove it? By our actions, I suppose. And I think that is one particular area what we have to do, unless we know earlier on it was said that, we need to learn our religion. Yes, of course, Muslim has to, but Muslim has to learn other religions as well, as a matter of fact. And you are commanded to learn other religions. Otherwise, you can't make this a debate. So that's another area that what we have to do is that how do we learn comparative religion. Ladies and gentlemen, I was instrumental, fortunately, in the middle 70s of creating an organization called JCM. Its headquarters was in Germany, and that's Christian, Jews, and Muslims. On which, I mean, the first, I happened to be, probably it was my idea, so I happened to be the first president of that particular organization. Archbishop of Canterbury was representing the Church of England, and Chief Rabbi was representing the Judaism. And believe me, within the 3 years that we were there, and the organization still exists. As a matter of fact, what we have to do is that's modeled with us, and what we need to do is we need to work hard in that particular area. The fourth one is what example, and that is the non-Muslims I'll be asking, what examples or practical demonstration Muslims need to give to persuade non-Muslims that we are not terrorists. We are 100% Muslims and 100% peacemakers. So that is what we have to do. Islam is the religion of peace, we all know, and that we need to coordinate with our religion at a policy level and at a practical level as well. I commend, ladies and gentlemen, this particular exercise, and I would like to see more and more people from other religions represented and speaking on that, and I think that's the way forward. Once again, Pisa, excellent workshop, excellent conference. May God give you authority to do more of his kind within the United States. Thank you.
Dr. You make my job a lot harder, and so I'm going to put